That's right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Soon said he kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. It's going down this Sunday, June 25th. Creatures from the Caucasus in game, prophecy fulfillment, guaranteed to be nothing but fire. Guaranteed to be nothing. This is an all-time classic. You see, the most requested of all time, and you should be in the place. The link is down in the video description. We're gonna get started around 2 p.m. Sunday, and I'm telling you now, you got to be buckled in. You got to have your arm on. You got to have your football helmet on, especially if you got the ptosis. If you got the ptosis, you're gonna be taking hits. So you got to have your knee pads on and all that, because you're gonna be taking hits. And this is prophecy fulfillment. How can we end the tyranny? And like I said, this is what you just don't want to miss. Click that link and begin to think. That's right, family. We're excited. Yes, we are. We're excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page, and you should be a member. Yes, you should, because we got dynamic packages for the family. Yes, we do. We got dynamic packages. You click the link, the join link in the video description in the chat room. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships. Look over the memberships. They all, they got something that you'll like. Choose one, and even if you don't, we still appreciate you over here at the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to expand. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com online marketplace. That's right. The official General Sarah Soon Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts and hoodies, tank tops. We got the tank tops. We got the children's t-shirts, and we have 25% off selected items at this time. You should most definitely look over King Seti, the catalog, and I'm guaranteeing you, you're going to find many, many, many products that you're going to like and love, and you can get you a discount at the same time. So get on over there to kingseti.com. Pull the fire alarm. That's right. GeneralSeti.com. Over 1,000 videos of African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. That's right. The complete General Sarah Soon Seti website. You should have your behind in class today, highlighting some of the greatest subjects that the General has ever taught on. When Egypt ruled the earth, the Black woman is God, Olmec voyages of the Nile, God, deception, holiday, Holocaust. Oh man, the making of a nigga. We got the creatures from the Caucasus, from Naga the nigga, African origins of the Hindu Kush, and on and on and on. You see, and so there is no greater website dealing with our culture on a revolutionary level than that. GeneralSeti.com. You should be over there. Just take a look. That's all you got to do. Take a look. And then thank me later. That's right. Seti keep it popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live stream. Too hot to handle on YouTube, but just so exquisite. We keep it for our family on Patreon. Yes, indeed. And we got some powerful live streams coming up. Tomorrow gonna be the day. Heavyweight Saturday, Patreon. You should most definitely be in the house. How German Egyptologists use Viking culture to create words in the Mandela. I told you. How the church steeple and the Islamic minaret was stolen from the ancient Egyptian obelisk. I told you. Did the Viking runes evolve from the ancient Egyptian Medunetta? Lost ancient Egyptian temples in southern India. That's most definitely. All of them is hard hitting. You see what I'm saying? But this one lost ancient Egyptian temples in southern India is all powerful. Y'all know we got the Champollion and the false teachings of the Medunetta. And for all the family out there, we already got 1 and 2, but it will most definitely tomorrow will be the next 2, 3, and 4 episodes of the class, you should most definitely be in the house tomorrow for sure. And to all my family out there, make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channel, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You will be up out of there. Now, we got some powerful live streams up tonight. You see, we starting with the Knights of Malta, Lords of the Black Boule. Yeah, and so, you know, what we dealing with here, because this is very serious. This is very, very, very serious, how we are being undermined by the powers to be and these Negro minions who are here in you see, in the palms of the oppressors. You see, in their secret societies, smiling and grinning, and then coming down into the community, playing the role of leadership. Who sent these niggas is the question. You see, and we got what we call the Boule. You see, and so it's more than just a fraternity. You see, because these types, you know, exist across the board in Freemasonry, in the collegiate academia of the West. They there too. And so, you know, today we gonna shine some light on these ones that you revere as Black leadership. You see, let's talk about it. Okay. So tonight, what we're going to be dealing with, we're going to be dealing with the Knights of Malta. I already dealt with, you know, the Jesuits, which is another order. You know, both of them are military orders. You see, when you talk about the Jesuits, that's a military order. The founder, Loyola, you know, was a military man. You see, what was his first name? What was Loyola's first name? And I had it right there on, and I bet you somebody gonna put it out there. They're gonna be like, Ignatius. He said, come on, Ignatius. Ignatius, Loyola. You see, and so, you know, he was a military man, but he got injured. You see, but he figured that he could take, you know, the mind, you know, his military mind, and put it towards, you know, more of what's the term? Subversive. You see, on a subversive level, you know, take his military strategy to a subversive organization, which became the Jesuits. You see, in every subversive organization out here today that move on the underground, such as the CIA, such as the KGB, all of them have admitted, you understand, to structuring their system after the Jesuits. And, you know, when you think even about the Knights of Malta, you see, many military men just happens to be, yeah, Loyola. Yeah. Yeah, he has some demons. Loyola has some demons. Yeah, he has some demons too, because he was in, you know, he be in the room talking to himself. It ain't always God. You see, you ain't talking to God because you don't know no God. You see, So when you talk about Loyola, he's a demon. You understand? He ain't nothing but a demon. And so now when we talk about the Knights of Malta, you see many of the CIA. Matter of fact, I believe George Bush. Was a Knights. A matter of fact, the guy that founded the CIA. But many of them generals and so on and so forth, yeah, that's right. It's all in tune. You see, if you know, yes, that's right. You got to be militant. This is the all in all. We ain't leaving nothing off the table. No, we ain't like I say. I don't fault the man for doing what he do. You understand what I'm saying? We can't fault the man for doing what he do. It's on us. If you on the chessboard and somebody move, yeah, you got to move too. You got to move to check that move. You understand what I'm saying? You got to move to check that move. Now let's look, because we talking about the Knights Templars. They call them the Hospitalers. You see, Hospitalers. You see, and so they supposedly was, I guess, helping the sick, and, on the crusades, and, and they was there to help, those who was on the way. And if they was sick or in the Holy Land, they attended to the needy as far as the sick and so on and so forth. That's what they're going to tell you. But the reality was they was in there pillaging and plundering. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to find a stake, a claim and a stake in the game of real estate over there in the so-called Holy Land for the Pope, and many for themselves. You see, yeah, they had to pay the Pope his tax. You see, but many of them got filthy rich, like the Jesuits. You understand? No, the Knights Templars. You see, the Knights Templars was over there. They became so filthy rich. They had more money than the Pope. They had more money than the Catholic Church, and that brought on envy. You see, they had more money than the majority of all the damn royalty of Europe. And so again, that brought on a lot of envy and jealousy. Now, this is right here. This shows you. This is at that time, the general of the Knights of Malta. And you see right there, he kisses the ring of the Pope. You see, what's that motherfucker on Star Trek? The Emperor. That's who that is. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah, and so you see right there, the Knights of Malta take they call and they orders from the Pope. That's how it go. That's how it roll. You see, and so you see him right here also. Now this was back when old Benedict, and I hate to because that's a hell of a name, especially with an organization. You understand what I'm saying? That is so under profound rebuke for the damn pedophilic. You understand what I'm saying? Operation that they've been running for so damn long, and here you got a motherfucker named Benedict. I say, man, goddamn, I can't even call this motherfucker name no more. You understand what I'm saying? This is some crazy shit. And he over there with these two old motherfuckers, you can put them together, and you got about a half a millennium. You understand what I'm saying? And and that's how they do it. They be wicked. That's just like Bram Stoker Dracula and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker come down the stairs and motherfucker shadow still on the wall, ain't even moved. That's who he looked like. Both of them look like Bram Stoker. You see, but these are some of the puppet masters on the planet. And so when we see him, you see him right there. You can see he got his Maltese cross on. You see, he got the Maltese cross on. And now we come over here. Wait a minute. I know that ain't Nelson. Is that Nelson in the Knights of Malta regalia? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is it true? Is that Nelson Mandela? Man, that's Nelson. In there with the damn Knights of Malta regalia. This man is fully clothed. I say, man, I just, when you can come out like it ain't shit, you know, the man then came all the way out. No, it's St. John's. Is that St. John's? They got the same, it looked like the same damn cross to me. Whatever, it's St. John, goddamn it, yeah, St. John's, Knights of Malta, because that damn cross is very similar. You see, that cross is very similar. You see, so I don't know. Yeah, Knights of Malta red cloak. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And so if it's St. John, a lot of family out there say St. John's. Okay, maybe it is. It might very well may be St. John's. But when they had this one up here, I did the research. It said, they said Knights of Malta. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. Because that one she got on ain't red. The one she got on ain't red. But y'all could be right. I know family out there doing research. I ain't here. But I go by signs and symbols. You see? I go by signs and symbols. So when I see something, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it together. Because I need to know this. Okay, yeah. I am seeing the red. I am. But see, that don't mean because uh the symbol is the same. The symbol is the same. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real about it. The symbol is the same. I can't even, people can't even see. Okay? When I see, you know what I'm saying? So that's the same goddamn symbol. You see? That's the same goddamn symbol. So whether y'all say St. John's and shit and you know what I'm saying? Same symbol to me. Now you can put the motherfucker on black. You can, I see the one down there in which supposed to be you got one that's black, but that's the same symbol. Okay? And so matter of fact, so they red. Now, let me see. Let me see. Because I like, if I like if I'm wrong, I need to be corrected. Let me see. Queen of England. It still don't change nothing. Okay, they got her in there too. They got her in there too. One say, you know, but I could see where people, nah. Now they got to see, just like this guy right here, sovereign order of Malta. You see? So, you know, so when you see let me get back in there. That's what she got on. You see? That's what she got on. That's what she got on. Yeah. That's what she got on. So that's the same symbol. You know what I'm saying? Now, lastly, I just want to see, you know, before I get, you know, I want to this St. John. Well, they was hospitalists too. Yeah, they was hospitalists too. They also was dealing with the, you know, supposedly the Order of St. John. You see? And so it's most definitely a Catholic organization. You know what I'm saying? But that's all right. Nevertheless, it's still Catholic and they all bow down to the goddamn Pope. You see? And I can guarantee you that. You see that they bow down to the damn Pope. Okay? Now, we see old Nelson. See, really don't make no difference if it's St. John. It could be St. John if y'all want it to be. You see, it could be the Knights of Malta. Both of them Catholic. Both of them take their orders from the Pope. You see, but the fact that this man right here, it don't change nothing. Supposed to be liberating South Africa, ain't liberated yet. More unliberated today than it has ever been. And the people whom he's supposed to be liberating it from to give back to the people, he done joined in arms. He's in a brotherhood, sisterhood with these people that have committed genocide on South Africa for over 100 years. You see? So, you know, I'm not confused by that. I can see this crazy ass Neanderthal that he's smiling, who looked like he on a goddamn Molly. He looked like, you know, he looked like he done took two. You see? He ain't together. You see? And so he's in brotherhood with him. Yeah, and so yeah, they'll sign me. Yeah, they got on the you know, they got on the Maltese, and you right. Yeah, yeah, and this nigga supposed to be a Jew, and he up there with Anton Levy. You see, Anton and all of them Masons. You see, Alex the Crowley. You see, the Beast. Yeah. You see, his Judaism allow him to stand with Satanists. Either you're a man of God or you're a man of wickedry. And so Sammy he couldn't make up his mind. He couldn't make up his mind. And so I'm very confident at what I see. If you gonna stand right there, huh? You gonna stand right there. What's his name? Oh, that's what Rockefeller? That ain't Nelson. That's David Rockefeller. Yeah. Bram Stoker. You understand what I'm saying? He starred as Bram Stoker, still alive today, up in one of them castles, floating around. You see what I'm saying? This motherfucker that had over 200 heart transplants. Every young motherfucker that died, he didn't took their heart out and this motherfucker done had over 30 heart transplants. Yeah, believe it. Motherfucker that lived to be damn near 400 years old and shit. And he right here with old Nelson. And I say, damn, how's you with this wicked motherfucker? We know who the Rockefellers is. Yeah, we know who the Rockefellers is. Rockefellers own the pharmaceutical, all this shit that been going on for the last 3 years. They had their hand in it. Yeah, they had their hand in it. They run the pharmaceutical industries. You see? Yeah, and a whole lot of other things, especially up in that New York area. You know what I'm saying? They Rockefeller Plaza. You see, they all the philanthropy and shit. They own a heavy stake. They own heavy stake in Egyptology, but you niggas don't want to talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about it. That Oriental Institute in Chicago was started and funded by John D. Rockefeller Jr. Yeah, you didn't know that. Yeah. And that museum over there in Israel, Rockefeller, is named after him. Right there in Israel with the Dead Sea Scrolls. Yeah. You know, and so y'all don't talk about how deep how they fund all the Egyptologists, along with the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds on one hand, and the Rockefellers on the other hand. You see, and so you see again right here with the Pope. You see, I don't give a goddamn if it's Ignatius. I don't give a goddamn if it's the Maltese. I don't give a goddamn if it's St. John. Anytime you deal with saints, you're dealing with Catholicism. You see what I'm saying? So St. John, don't make no goddamn difference. They got the same regalia. You see what I'm saying? They got the same regalia. You see? And so you see, and not only that, wait a minute. Is that Bishop Tutu? I told you can't trust no reverend, no preacher, nigga. You can't trust no preacher, nigga. You can't. These two wicked niggas, you know, I know y'all gonna get mad at me. I know you're gonna get mad at me. But I tell you what, it's true. You see what I'm saying? Here you is supposed to be from the primordial African race, knowing the only symbols you should be rocking is the Zulu nation. You see what I'm saying? You supposed to be down there rocking the indigenous regalia of African people, South Africa. And here you is up here with some Catholic garbage that tie you to an Illuminati order, because that's what it is. And like I say, and when we run down on, you know, the facts of who these people's connected to, look at this motherfucker right here. He looked like he, you know, listen, that motherfucker, I'm being real. That motherfucker got the eyes of a mass murderer. You see what I'm saying? I bet you if we looked that motherfucker up right now, I bet you 2 years ago, we didn't even know it. They probably locked this motherfucker up because he had bodies in his backyard some damn way. He got the look of a mass murderer. These is who, look at this nigga. He was also a president of South Africa. Look at this nigga. You see? Yeah. You know, right on in line. Look at this nigga over there too. All of them signing up. They just love being with the Cro-Magnon. Being in, wait a minute. No, not again. Yeah, that's Nelson. And he over there with it. And so it seems like it's adding up to me. Yeah, they got rid of Winnie. You understand what I'm saying? She had too much revolutionary in her blood. You see what I'm saying? She was over there about some real revolution. You see Nelson and shit, he hung his revolutionary jacket up. They put them goddamn 100 years on that nigga. That nigga say, all right, master, I hear what you're saying. Let me get on out here and go to work for you. Let me get on out here and go to work for you, master. And that's what you got, the Masonic handshake. Exactly. That's what it is. And so, so that we know what the Knights of Malta, and I'll say the Knights of Malta. You see, St. John and all of that, you know what I'm saying? I know what they're doing. You see? And if you got to be right and stay over there with this man. They probably gave Nelson a little apartment up there in the Vatican. And look at Tutu. Look at Tutu. Yeah. Look at his eyes, man. I'm telling you. That what he asked that little boy, he say, what he asked that. It looked like he did ask Tutu the same shit. Yeah. He asked the little boy on TV, say, what'd he say? He say, kiss his tongue or some shit on TV. Yeah, it looked like he didn't whisper in Tutu ear some shit like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Tutu looking like, man, when? Oh my God, that motherfucker eye looking like, yeah, tonight. Oh my God. Yeah, he on one. They all they didn't pop, they didn't pop the mollies and shit, and they go. So the reality is, it is what it is. Just show you that they rubbing elbows, rubbing elbows. So don't let these niggas, the elite. Most of these niggas out here is Jesuit trained of the Knights of Malta, of St. John's, and they all hospitalists. You understand what I'm saying? They all in tune. They all bow down to the Pope, and so do these niggas. So I want y'all to stay with your eyes open, looking and listening, because they all around you, and you can see them before they even come. This is General Sarasun Seti. We got a heavy line up tonight. Don't you dare go nowhere. We got the satanic mausoleum. Man, we got some powerful information tonight. I'm also getting on Juneteenth before we get out of here tonight. And I know they mad. I know niggas mad at me. Say, man, Seti, why you got to talk about Juneteenth? Because I do, nigga. So stay tuned. This is General Sarasun Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education. Make sure you in the house for Creatures from the Caucasus this Sunday. Click that link down there and be in the house. Black Power.